Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be back and I can't wait to be out on court and I hope to see you there.
Stop everything you are doing right now because we have just witnessed absolute history being made on the grass courts of Berlin. If you thought tennis was predictable, if you thought the top seeds were completely untouchable on this surface, then you need to buckle up, because the sports world has just been flipped completely upside down today. In a match that almost nobody outside of her most loyal, die-hard fans saw coming, our rising young star has just stepped onto one of the biggest stages in the world and pulled off a performance so flawless, so clinical, and so utterly jaw-dropping that it is already being hailed as the upset of the entire season. We are talking about a literal David versus Goliath breakdown, where all the odds, all the statistics, and all the experts were heavily stacked against her. Facing the absolute powerhouse of modern tennis, the reigning world number 2, a former Grand Slam champion, and a woman whose flat, lethal power usually destroys anyone in her path, our young phenom didn't just survive. She went out there and delivered an absolute masterclass in tactical tennis. From the very first serve to the final emotional match point, the sheer tension inside that stadium was thick enough to cut with a knife. You could see the disbelief growing on the faces of the crowd. You could see the frustration building up in the opponent's eyes. And as the final ball sailed out of bounds, the entire stadium erupted into absolute chaos. This is the moment where a career changes forever. This is the moment where a young player transitions from being a promising prospect to a legitimate, dangerous threat to the global elite. If you think this was just a lucky win or a fluke bad day from a top seed, you are dead wrong. Because what we saw on that court today was a structural, mental, and physical dismantling of one of the best players on the planet. We are going to dive incredibly deep into the hidden tactical shifts, the exact moments where the pressure became too much to handle, and the precise gameplay errors that allowed this historic victory to happen. You cannot afford to blink or skip a single second of this video, because today we are breaking down every single angle of how Alex Eala just shocked the world by taking down the unstoppable Elena Rybakina, the anatomy of a historic masterclass to truly grasp the magnitude of what Alex Eala achieved today on the fast grass of the Berlin Open. You have to look at the sheer caliber of the opponent she defeated. Elena Rybakina is not just any player. She is a grass court specialist whose game is built to completely weaponize low-bouncing, slick surfaces. Just last month at the Italian Open, Rybakina handled Eala quite comfortably in straight sets, using her massive flat pace to dictate every single rally. Everyone expected a repeat of that match today, but tennis is a game of adjustments, and what Eala showcased today was the ultimate tactical evolution. Instead of being pushed back behind the baseline by Rybakina's heavy ground strokes, Eala stood her ground. She used her low center of gravity to take Rybakina's flat pace on the rise, redirecting the ball with incredible angles that forced the tall world number 2 into uncomfortable lateral movement. Winning the match with a sensational scoreline of 7-5, 6-4, Eala proved that she didn't just hang in there. She actively dictated the terms of the engagement when it mattered most. Her left-handed cross-court forehand was working like a laser beam, repeatedly catching Rybakina off guard and opening up the court for clean, descriptive winners that left the stadium completely stunned. What separates a good player from a truly elite champion is how they handle the closing moments of a massive match. And today, Alex Eala's mental toughness was absolutely ironclad. Serving for a set or a match against a Grand Slam winner is historically one of the hardest things to do in professional sports. The pressure is immense, the crowd is buzzing, and you know that a single loose point can give a player like Rybakina the opening they need to completely roar back into the match. But just like her previous round against Donna Vekić, where she saved an incredible 12 out of 14 break points, Eala showed absolutely zero signs of fear today. When Rybakina tried to ramp up the aggression and dial in her massive first serve, Eala remained completely composed. She neutralized Rybakina's breakpoint opportunities with deep, aggressive second serve returns and played incredibly disciplined tennis, refusing to give away cheap, unforced errors. This level of psychological poise under the burning lights of Berlin proves that her recent success including her brilliant title run at the Birmingham Open, has given her an unbreakable shield of self-belief. She stepped onto that court believing she belonged there, and she played every single point with the aura of a winner. The massive implications for the WTA Tour. This victory does not just mean Eala moves into the next round of the Berlin Open. It completely shatters the current narrative surrounding the upcoming grass court season and her trajectory toward Wimbledon. By defeating the world number 2 in such a clean, straight sets fashion, Eala has officially sent a massive warning shot to the entire WTA locker room. With this sensational victory, her live ranking is projected to skyrocket even further past her current career high of world number 35. She is rapidly closing the gap on the top-tier seeds. And more importantly, she has earned the ultimate psychological weapon, the knowledge that she can defeat the absolute best players in the world on their favorite surface. For a long time, analysts questioned if Eala's defensive, gritty baseline style could effectively translate to the rapid pace of grass courts. Today she gave her definitive answer. Her ability to transition seamlessly from defense to offense, paired with her lethal return game, makes her an absolute nightmare draw for anyone in the world right now. When we take a step back and analyze the match from a technical perspective, it's clear that Eala's coaching team constructed a flawless blueprint to neutralize Rybakina's biggest weapons, neutralizing the power serve. Rybakina relies heavily on free points from her first serve. Today, Eala positioned herself brilliantly on the return, guessing targets accurately and chipping the ball back deep into the center of the court to eliminate Rybakina's ability to hit a destructive second-shot winner. Exploiting the low volleys, Eala smartly utilized low dipping slices and heavy topspin, keeping the ball right at Rybakina's feet. For a taller player like Rybakina, constantly bending low on a slick grass court causes extreme physical fatigue and leads to mistimed shots, which Eala capitalized on repeatedly. Extended rally dominance. Whenever the point went past 5 shots, Eala was the overwhelming favorite. She structured the points beautifully, dragging Rybakina from corner to corner until the world number 2 was forced to take high-risk, low-percentage shots that flew wide or hit the net. Looking ahead, the sky is the limit. This is the kind of breakthrough moment that creators, fans, and sports analysts live for. We are watching the genuine rise of a future superstar in real time. Alex Eala has shown steady growth over the past few years, but today's masterclass against Elena Rybakina is the official validation of all her hard work, discipline, and sacrifices. She didn't just win a tennis match today. She earned the respect of the entire sporting world and solidified her status as the ultimate dark horse for the rest of the grass court swing. As the tournament progresses, the pressure will shift, and opponents will now look at her with a completely different level of respect and caution. No one can afford to underestimate her anymore. The momentum she carries right now is incredibly dangerous, and if she can maintain this exact level of baseline discipline and serving accuracy, there is absolutely no limit to what she can achieve in the coming weeks. I am still completely in shock after watching that final game, but I want to hear from all of you. Where does this historic win rank among the greatest upsets in modern tennis history? Do you think Alex Eala has what it takes to go all the way and capture the entire Berlin Open title now? Or can she carry this exact momentum to a historic run at Wimbledon next month? Drop your honest thoughts, reactions, and congratulatory messages in the comments section below right now. I am incredibly excited to read through your perspectives. If you are as thrilled about this massive win as I am and want to ensure you never miss the fastest match breakdowns, post-match analysis, and viral tennis updates all season long, make sure to absolutely destroy that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on all notifications. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Celebrate this incredible moment, and I will see you all in the very next video. But guys, let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer scale of what we are witnessing right now. This isn't just a regular victory inside a stadium. This is a monumental shift in the landscape of women's professional tennis. For years, the global elite have dominated the grass courts with their massive serves and heavy power. But today, Alex Eala proved that raw determination, Flawless tactical discipline and pure heart can dismantle even the biggest giants in the world. She didn't just win a match. She rewrote the script of her entire career and announced her arrival on the world stage in the most explosive way possible. The tennis world will now look at her with a completely new level of respect and fear. This historic masterclass in Berlin is a definitive message to everyone in the WTA locker room that no lead is safe, no opponent is untouchable, and a new force is officially rising just in time for the grand stage of Wimbledon. So, as we celebrate this unbelievable milestone, I want to turn the floor over to you, the real fans of the game. How far do you think this momentum will carry her? Are we looking at a future Grand Slam champion in the making? Let's get the ultimate debate started in the comments section right now. I want to see all your predictions and reactions down below. If you are incredibly proud of this performance and want to stay updated with the fastest match breakdowns, post-match analysis, and viral tennis news all season long, make sure to smash that like button, share this video with every sports fan you know, and subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. Thank you so much for watching, keep supporting the game, and I will see you guys in the very next breakdown.